Welcome to the sesh. My name is Mr. Fiend. I got Sandwich with me here today. We are 42T, and this is Bong Noises. Yeah. Okay, you take your rip. I'm gonna go ahead and take mine real quick.
Yo, let's not forget our rule about coughing into the mic. As I cough into the mic.
So, okay. I was thinking that today. So I was on YouTube, and a commercial came up for some sort of cough medicine or something, and the whole time it was just people coughing to a jingle, right?
Oh,
and I was
shit.
sitting there thinking to myself, "Oh shit, they're trying
What
to
was the
steal my
commercial
shit."
about?
I forget. It was some like cough medicine, like sore throat, like thing, you know?
No, that would make a killer strain commercial. Some type of weed delivery service or something. Fucking, speaking of commercials, did you, have you seen there's an Instacart commercial where it's literally like an Avengers in-game level crossover event. It has like all the mascots. We got the Kool-Aid Man, the Green Giant.
I have not seen that. That's crazy.
No, that shit was crazy. I was geeking the other day. I was just there smoking, chilling. I know. The commercial started, and then I don't know. It just starts off with like wiener dogs or something, and then next thing you know, you see the Pillsbury Doughboy, and then the Green Giant's there, and then all of a sudden everybody's there.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then it ends with the damn Old Spice guy.
Okay, maybe I have seen it because
That shit was
I
wild.
did see the Old Spice guy in a commercial of some sorts recently, and I was like, "Oh shit, the Old Spice guy," and I just maybe didn't pay attention to the whole commercial.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have to
No,
look
that
into that. That sounds fun.
that commercial was pretty wild.
Okay, so today's fucking the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 28th of February. Can't wait for the 29th. Sober Stoners, 29th through the 31st.
Sick. I was
Yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
going on the 29th? It don't exist.
That's the sobers go stoners go sober from the March 29th through the 31st.
To the 31st,
of
yeah.
February.
A solid 48 hours. Non-existent 48
Yeah,
hours.
non-existent. They're 48 hours, 36 hours. Hell yeah.
I agree with that. We should make that into a shirt or something.
I'm sure it already is, but
We'll
can
make it
definitely,
into another one.
We'll have a different shirt. It'll be our shirt.
That's always
What do you
fun.
got for us today?
Nothing much. I saw that you were smoking on something new. What's up with that?
I just got a.
I'm broke as fuck right now. Like I am dried. I was gonna say drone to the bone.
drone.
I'm dry to the bone.
I just got a sauced up THCA diamonds and sauce. I had just stuck my hot tool in there and was kind of underwhelmed by how many diamonds there are.
That's why I don't really like diamonds and sauce.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with diamonds and sauce. Maybe like regular diamonds, but you have to mix them with something.
but I'm gonna get my 710 spatula. I'm gonna scoop it all out and we're gonna put it into a puck later, and we'll see how it goes. I just opened it.
Mhm.
I just took my first hit, which it tasted pretty good. Can't front. Skywalker OG.
We'll see if I can bring something out my ass with some cash.
We'll fucking figure it
Cause
out.
DoorDash out here
Hoeing.
screwing me.
Hoeing their customers, hoeing the fucking people who get the food, the motherfuckers who make the food.
That's
Tough.
crazy. Yeah, no, it's tough out here, but it is what it is.
It's
Got me smoking on straight coil,
I said it's down bad.
straight
February, you know
metallic remnants is what I'm smoking on.
Straight. That's tough. Oh, and then we got the good old THCA in the little canister, the indoor Zaza flower. Indica.
Yeah, we don't even know what strain it is. It's just indoor Zaza flower. Everything we do is Farm Bill compliant because we do live in a non-recreational state after all. But
UnderdogLabs.com.
our next podcast, we're actually going to be interviewing and talking to somebody who lives in a recreational state, so that'll be fun.
This week we had a good comedy set. I feel the
It was
both of us.
nice. Yeah,
It was a pretty
it
decent
was
set
cool.
from both sides.
Uh,
Hell yeah! But good day.
it's always
I'm
fun.
excited for tonight to get a little high and in a
Yeah.
community forum.
Stoner show. I'm doing a guest spot at a comedy show
I think
today.
you see that video when we upload it on YouTube. Whenever this goes
Yeah,
up, whenever that goes
I'm
up,
definitely gonna upload this one
for sure.
because yeah, I'm doing a guest spot. Last time I was the opener, and you gotta pay to see that.
Shut the hell up. That's gonna go on our Patreon.
Yesterday I watched Willy Wonka,
Well,
the
the
original
the
one.
original. Would you not
I don't fucking respect
Charlie?
any of the other ones. I mean, I haven't seen the Timothy Chalamet one.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
care,
probably
dude.
not gonna.
Once I heard it
I
was a musical, I was like,
I really don't care for the Charlie. It's like okay in small doses.
yeah, it's okay for it's okay if you see it once and you can enjoy it, but like having it be your version of Willy Wonka is just not it.
No, those are those emo and gothic people. Those alternative.
That's because they're fucking obsessed with Johnny Depp from some weird perverted reason,
Dang,
and I mean perverted,
perverted.
perverted.
Is that the only reason to like Johnny Depp?
Savage. Huh?
Is that the only reason to like Johnny Depp?
Why else not? Like, okay, he did good as Captain Jack Sparrow, but what else did he do? Play a bunch of characters that these goth girls
Yeah,
can
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
guff over.
Edward Scissorhands,
Yeah,
fucking. I
which
don't
was a
even
great
remember.
movie too, but it's not great just because of
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, he
Tim
was
Burton.
fucking. He's what's his face? I swear he's damn.
Ringo.
Yeah, and fucking Fear and Loathing.
Oh, he's in the Fear and
Yeah,
Loathing?
he's Hunter Thompson. I swear he's Hunter S.
Okay.
Thompson. He did good as that. I feel like. I don't know. I need to probably read some Hunter S. Thompson stuff. I mean, like, cause he
Yeah.
was like a journalist and like had like articles and wrote stuff and stuff like that. I want to like. He wrote some books. I want to see what he was more like. But like, I feel like Johnny Depp get a good portrayal from what I know. That's a badass movie. Did you know that fucking
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing and Rango actually tie in together? Not
Yeah.
just because of Johnny Depp.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, not just because of
not
Johnny
just
Depp?
because of Johnny Depp. No. In Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, after the crazy trip scene, he fucking wakes up. His hotel's flooded. He's wearing chaps and a fucking lizard tail.
Yeah,
And then the whole thing with Rango is they're
they're
trying
in
to
a
bring
drought.
water. Yeah, they're in a
Yeah.
drought, and he's trying to bring water to the town. So that motherfucker was just in his hotel room, just tripping sack. Oh, I gotta save this town. I gotta fill the water. As flooded as the hotel room was, he definitely succeeded.
Oh yeah. He's the hero still.
He's the hero. But yeah, no, Willy Wonka. I haven't seen that movie since the first time I did acid.
Oh dude. God, I can't tell you the last time I watched Gene Wilder's freaking Willy Wonka.
Yeah, you need to. After what I'm gonna tell you today, because it was this was what was told to me while I was tripping. I was just tripping so damn hard that I didn't even like realize it, right? And it just started coming back to me after watching the movie. I started having flashbacks, bro. No,
I
for real.
fucking bet.
But I realized last night that the first time I tripped hard enough to lose myself.
Jesus.
I just didn't because of how into
Willy Wonka
when
you
really
are.
or just into myself, into everything I was, I guess. Like I
Yeah.
was too into it to be into it.
You were so
I was
out
so
of it, you're
focused.
into it.
Yeah, I was so focused on being out of it that I was in it or something. But fucking yes, sire.
Okay.
But fucking yeah, Willy Wonka's badass. That shit was tripping. The beginning scene has like a church or a school, and I forgot that scene was even a thing. And the moment it like happened, I got sent right back. That was crazy. Do you remember the plot of Willy Wonka?
Right in the microphone. So from my understanding, it starts off with a boy who lives in a town. They're fucking dirt poor, and they're facing some kind of struggling. Like something's gonna happen to him. And it's Charlie's birthday. And in the midst of all this, Willy Wonka, the owner of this chocolate factory that's in this town, is like had been silent for years, and all of a sudden he spreads out, "Oh, I'm gonna send out all these tickets, and whoever finds these tickets can come tour my chocolate factory."
Mhm.
So he gets all these kids, or so for Charlie's birthday, his grandpa Joe gave him a candy bar and didn't have Dick in it. And slowly but surely, all the tickets go by, and there's only one more ticket left. And he finds $1, or he finds some kind of money out in the street, goes to buy himself a chocolate, or he goes to buy himself candy. And at the last second, he's like, "Fuck it, let me just get this fucking chocolate bar." He opens it up, thinking, "Oh, what? Like, there's no point, right?
Mhm.
Like my world is hopeless, anyways." What? And then fucking little, yeah. Run, Charlie, run, and don't stop until you get home. Yeah. And so he convinces Grandpa Joe to go with him.
Convinces.
That
Okay, hold on.
motherfucker.
Let's hold on.
Yeah,
Let's take a moment to
yeah.
talk about Grandpa
Grandpa
Joe.
Joe.
This motherfucker was bedridden for at least 15 years. Because for 10 years, he was saying, "Oh, I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up." So for at least 10 years, most likely more, that
He was
motherfucker's just sitting
sitting
in the
there,
bed. And
wiggling his toes and
all of
shit.
a sudden he hops the fuck up and starts jigging around. Like that is crazy, man. Ain't there ain't no reason for there's literally a scene that's diabolical as fuck. The camera shot is behind the bed and it has the other people who are still bedridden and he's just in the back.
Yeah, they're all just watching.
Like, yeah, it's just crazy. I was like, yo, that's wild.
Yeah. So they eventually get to the factory. You meet all the kids. One's a little fat kid. One's a spoiled brat. One's Timothy no good with the cowboy shit, and the
The
other
cowboy
one
shit.
is a selfish prick, the little girl. The selfish prick gets turned into a blueberry. The fat kid gets drowned in the chocolate river. The cowboy kid gets minimized, right?
Yeah,
Gets
yeah, yeah,
shrunken.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Look
the
at
other
you.
the greedy bitch fucking falls in with the golden eggs, or with the
Damn.
non
Yeah,
golden
yeah,
eggs,
yeah.
and by the end of it, Charlie's the only kid left. And what you didn't know is that Willy Wonka is actually going to give up his chocolate factory and he's going to give it to Charlie. Big twist. Charlie kept something he wasn't supposed to because he was going to sell it to a guy he met who was like, "Give me the inside of Wonka shit and you can have all your dreams. I'll take care of your family, this and that." Whatever the fuck, real fucking
The creepy ass motherfucking. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so he was gonna steal it and give it to that
Some
dude.
Palpatine ass energy.
Yeah, real shit. But Charlie, being the good kid he is, he tells Wonka, he's like, "Hey, I gotta be upfront with you. There's a guy. He asked me to get you this shit, and I fucking took it. I didn't eat it." And Wonka's like, "Oh my god, I didn't find one fucking kid worthy. One kid not worthy." And he's like, "Well, fuck. Like, I'm sorry." And he's like, "I'm sorry. You can have it back. Like, I'm not gonna sell it or nothing." And Wonka's like, "Charlie, my boy, you did it." All of a sudden he wins because he passed the same test that he set all those kids up for, but his just happened before the fucking factory uh meetup that
Mm-hmm.
day. So his plan was in motion long before he made the announcement, but he knew all the other kids that would get it would fall to the simple greediness.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
one boy who knew he would come from nothing
Mm-hmm.
was set up with anything he could ever want and then
Exactly.
some. So then he gets everything he's ever wanted by the end.
Exactly. So you remember a good. That was
I
wow,
remember
like, yeah.
I remember a lot of
That
like
was the
that's a
whole movie.
classic. Yeah.
That was Willy Wonka in 3 minutes. In Willy
Boom.
Wonka in 420 minutes.
That isn't a hit right there, guy. Fuck.
But so yeah, so he knew that there was going to be someone to come from nothing,
Yeah,
to be able to inherit with a good heart, good soul, right?
yeah.
How would he know that?
By the faith of like, I don't know what the Timothy Chalamet movie does for his origin, but I assume the same thing kind of happens to him, where he's just this happy-go-lucky kid who dreamt of bigger things in life to help people, and he just didn't realize what he was meant to do until he fell into the lap of somebody who was looking for somebody just like him, kind-hearted, good, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just the cycle of life of where I know where to call it, and I just need to find the perfect soul to give this to.
Out of the random 5 tickets, what are the odds that one of them would be a good soul?
But that's the thing. He knew it was going to happen on some level because the odds were there are more kids just like Charlie. Charlie's just the one the movie focuses on because he's the kid who gets it. Just like all the other kids, there's hundreds and thousands of kids that are just like that, greedy, fucking selfish, fucking gluttonous,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
uh, whatever else.
mm-hmm.
You
Exactly.
know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So any kid, me and you, for instance, if we weren't Heart of Gold or whatever, we were the other two boy kids in the movie, we would have fell into the same shit.
Right.
And even then, if Charlie did take it and or he got in trouble for drinking the soda when he was told not to, like even if he did and sold it to him, then he knows he failed. And it would have just been another process of, okay, well, let's see another group of kids come in. Charlie's just the one lucky one that Faith had in mind.
Let me tell you the truth.
Oh shit. I was just rambling over nothing. He fucking knows why.
You were onto something. I was just trying to see how far I was seeing how close you would get. That was what
Okay.
I was doing.
I was more or less in the sense that
You're
like
not. It's not saying you're wrong,
yeah,
because
everything
that's a good
happens for a
that's a
reason,
good
you know?
interpretation. But if I didn't have the realizations that I did, I would be all like, yeah.
Okay, get hit me with it.
Willy Wonka knew the whole time. Charlie was always destined to fucking become the next Willy Wonka.
Right.
Willy Wonka's God. So
Willy Wonka's God.
Willy Wonka's God. It begins with them talking about the Candyman, who can make the sun rise. They talk about why the world's so beautiful and
Oh
wonderful.
shit.
Who can do it? The Candyman
Yeah,
can.
he makes all the
It's the Willy Wonka.
where he's the most experimental with the
Mm-hmm.
candy.
Well, he's the Candyman, and he makes the world go round. He brings the sunrise. He's the one who brings joy to the world, right?
Right.
So he was already an established candy maker, okay, and then eventually he closed the gates or whatever and separated himself from everybody else.
Right.
So then everybody else
Yeah,
was left to their own devices and do what they do.
I was like, because everybody else became corrupted. He was like, no, I have to keep this pure.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep it childlike and wondrous with these small people helping me out.
The Oompa Loompas.
My slaves. No, I'm
So,
just kidding.
oh
Hey.
my God. So I'll get to the Oompa Loompas, man. Don't get me started on
The
the
Oompa
Oompa
Loompas are
Loompas.
the Oompa Loompas are just
Ugh.
machines. They don't not. They're just machine now.
There's the
They're
machine.
angels.
Yes, that's exactly what they are. But oh my God, I'll get to the Oompa Loompas. You know what? I was scared of Oompa Loompas for like a few months after this.
For good reason,
After
apparently.
tripping, I was scared of Oompa Loompas. I couldn't explain that to you because like you're scared of spiders, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. You can. That's like quantifiable. Like you can see that. You
Yeah.
see the
It
spider.
happens every day.
You see the spider. You get scared. Boom. There's never no situation where I would
Run
fucking
into an Oompa
run
Loompa.
into Oompa Loompa. But if you dead ass put an Oompa Loompa in front of me, I'd be scared as fuck. I'd be screaming.
Like the bitch in Alien.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I was scared of Oompa Loompas. But
That's fucked.
so yeah, Willy Wonka's God. Fucking the craziest part is when they first get there. Um, he comes out all like he's
Tripping,
crippled,
yeah.
yeah, like he's crippled, and then he fucking ends up flipping and scaring or like amazing everybody
Yeah, yeah,
because everyone thought that he was like crippled out and stuff.
yeah.
The scene right before that is the scene with the grandpa hopping out of bed and fucking dancing and stuff. Why does it do that? Because the beginning ends the way it begins. Fucking the grandpa was handicapped and was able to walk. Charlie reaches the gates, the singularity point, and then Wonka from the other side does the same
Because it
reflection.
does change as a movie. Like that's the turning point. Is that gate
Hmm. And what's funny about the gate scene is that was improv. Like that wasn't written. Fucking Gene Wilder said that he wanted to do that, and if they didn't
scene
let him do that, he wouldn't fucking do the movie.
to show that Willy Wonka can't be trusted completely.
Exactly. And so yeah, so the gates are the singularity. Oh, wait. The gates are the singularity point, and then it creates the hourglass. The crippled be able to walk, and then from the other side, the same thing. It's a reflection, right?
Mhm.
So then they all go in. The kids are there. Fucking Charlie's there. They go through their fucking things. Throughout the whole time, Willy Wonka's like an asshole, man. Like he's over there muttering stuff, like they're saying things,
Yeah,
and
he
he's
is.
like, "Nah, fuck you," or like he's like, "No questions. Write the questions down. I don't want to hear them," or like
Yeah.
some
Well, because
stupid shit.
when most of that, I think it's like the adults are asking those questions, but they're not. Like the
Yeah.
adults are there for what he's
My
looking for.
my favorite thing this motherfucker says is literally beginning when the fucking kid jumps into the chocolate. The mom's like, "What? I'm gonna like this is bad. Like, what are we gonna do?" And he's like, "Oh hell, police, murder." Like that shit's so fucking funny. But
That's so fun.
so his fucking Garden of Wonders, right? His imagination. It's the Garden of Eden. It's the
If you want to view
hmm
paradise, simply look around and you win. Anything you want to do it. Goddamn.
it's the Garden
Dude,
of Eatables,
shit. Yeah,
Eatables, Eatables.
yeah. Who eats the, he takes the apple and puts it in his pocket.
Well, the river, because the whole thing about the Garden of Eden is that God tells you not to touch something,
Not
which is
touch
the
the
chocolate river. That's the one thing you can't
okay.
touch.
But
So
there you go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
That
then
fat bastard.
so then here's the crazy part. After he gets sucked into the fucking river and he's like going up the tube, right?
Uh-huh.
That's ascension. So the Tower of Babylon, and
Uh-huh.
I'll get to where I'm going with this, but the Tower of Babylon is a story about how the people gave in to their desires and started trying to do their own thing, and then they thought that they could build a tower to reach God that was full of just sin and bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're in the Garden of Eden. They're over there eating. It's gluttony. They're literally there like
Feasting. Yeah.
feasting. Yeah. So then this kid goes too far, rises up, right? Gets too close to God and gets fucking uh taken or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. After the Tower of Babel happened, that's when God fucking split the languages up. And then at this point in the movie, Willy Wonka starts talking in different languages.
Holy shit.
He talks in French, he talks in German. I think he says something in like Asian, in like one of the Asian languages, like Japanese or Chinese. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Slugworth, right?
Right.
Clearly the devil, because
Right.
he's the bad force trying to
But
deceive all
that's
the
the joke.
kids.
God and the devil were working together the
Yeah,
whole time.
that's the whole twist at
Holy
the end.
fucking
Yeah, because
shit.
at the end of the day, the God's the one who sent the devil out and
Right.
made the devil, because it's all just one game. It's all just
Because
one
you can't
game.
have one without the other. That's the whole
Mhm.
point. Good.
Mhm.
If you have good, there's gonna be
Well, the whole
evil.
the whole thing is the test. The whole
Right.
thing is the test to see who makes it. But that's the thing with the kids. Charlie was always gonna be the one to do it because of how he was raised and his background, and that's just what was gonna happen. The other kids, like I was saying, what are the probabilities out of those 5 tickets that one of those kids would be exactly the way that Wonka wanted?
Well, and if you think about it from a class point of view, the fat kid wasn't like super rich.
Mm. Well, all of
The
them were
fucking
pretty rich.
Well, no, but that's the thing. Like class level, like the fat kid and the other little boy, cowboy kid, were semi middle class. The other girls were very high class.
True.
Came from real
I don't
old money.
Honestly, I would consider all of them rich if we're being honest.
No, and even in the remake, the girl who gets turned into the blueberry, she doesn't look high class. Like they don't look like they come from old money. but like you can tell that they're like in the old one, like there's class differences, but like that's the thing. They had the two high class girls, the two middle class boys, and then the one kid from the poor,
Hmm.
from low class, low end.
See, the way I see it is they're all rich and he's the only poor class.
No, I mean
That's
that's
the
the
way
thing.
I see it.
But that's the thing. Like you can tell from what the parents were wearing.
They're all wearing suits.
Uh,
Except the
um,
mom there, she's wearing
the
like
mom,
a dress blouse
or she's
thing.
wearing casual wear for like a middle class family at that time. Farouk, the boy, his mom, they're dressed as in middle class. Like that's not high class dressing for that time for women. If we go back and watch it, I'm sure we can fucking like point it out. But yeah, sorry to go off on a fucking political tangent
They're like
about
a whole
the economy right
started
now.
talking about how deep the Willy Wonka character's pockets are is crazy, bro.
I'm just thinking, I have never thought about this movie like in any way. Like the whole point of like me blabbling off what Willy Wonka is, like the whole movie, that's from my memory with add-ons to things I noticed right now, remembering it like
Hmm.
as an adult,
Yeah.
right? So it's so funny how shit's so layered
Hmm.
and coincidentally.
Yeah.
But keep going.
The Oompa Loompas,
Right,
they're
the
machinos.
machine.
Then they go into the inner
They're there to
workings.
keep the play.
They're there to work the machines. They're there to work the inner workings
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
Well, but
factory.
that's the thing,
They're the things
and
that keep it going.
that's the other thing. Like this is just a show.
Mm.
This isn't their day to day.
Yeah, because he's just leading them through
He's
to
leading through
just
the whole
because it's
factory.
just a test. Yeah, it's just
It's a stage.
it's the simulation.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They just keep the fucking shit moving. They demonstrate what goes on,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote. But none of that. That's the other thing.
It's the glimpses of the behind the scenes.
I just realized they're supposed to tour the chocolate factory. All they did was show him where the most of the part where he probably spends most of his time. The whole factory part is the other part you didn't even see.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Holy shit. He tricks you with the first thing you see is the chocolate river. Oh, we're gonna see chocolate, and then boom, this is what I'm working on. This is some other stuff I'm working on. Oh, this is where I get the fucking gold from the golden goose, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like he sinks you in with shit that isn't real.
It's all just yeah.
Oh shit,
It's all just
dude!
bullshit.
God is laughing at you right now thinking about this. God is just laughing and go, they're falling for it.
But yeah. So then all the
Tell
kids
him.
go one by one, and then we finally get to the end, right?
Right,
So then, oh, so Charlie he ends up taking the fizz soda.
right.
That's just to symbolize that everybody can fucking falter. Yeah, anybody can
We're all
falter.
human.
Hmm.
We're built to be faulty, or no, because no perfection doesn't really exist.
Hmm. Because that's just another part of the show. The real test is the gobstomper.
Right.
So they get to the inn, right? And then so he's like, "All right, good day. I'm out of here." And then they're all there like, "Well, what's going on? What's going on?" The room, everything is split in half. The wallpaper is split in half. His desk is split in half. The
Mm-hmm.
filing cabinet, the contract, the same contract he made them sign at the beginning, he pulls that out, but it's split in half. Fucking everything split in half. Why? Because it's the fact that God separated himself from us, and he's just been waiting for that one to come back, so that way it can have the unification back in one. The fucking Jesus, how he sacrificed him, Jesus to come
Right.
just
I was
to
about to
come
say he
back and
was
join
Jesus.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I know so much about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and now this is all some sick Christian joke. I feel duped.
And then yeah, so they're there doing that, and then he ends up passing the true test, and then you learn that it was all just a ruse anyway. And then
The ruse itself.
he even says that all the kids are gonna be fine. Like, don't worry about them, they're
Yeah.
fine. Because he knew. Why? Because
He meant to take a kid out each fucking station.
Charlie was always gonna be the one to do it. All the other ones were just there along the ride, so
Yeah.
that way they could go through what they had to go through to maybe become a
It
better
doesn't look like he fucking pinpointed a certain
Well, it's
person
like
and fucking led
well,
him.
it's like he said maybe they learned something. Like maybe he literally says maybe they learned to be better people. Hmm.
God damn, that's fucking
Yeah. So then it ends with them going into that elevator, right?
funny. Right.
And then they break through the glass ceiling and they see everything from above.
Turning him into fucking God
Yeah,
himself.
God himself, yeah. Escaping the reality that was
Because what
going
does he
on.
say to him while they're in there? He goes, Charlie, my boy, this is all yours.
And the craziest part is Wonka says that he's used every button in that elevator except the last button that they break through with. So he's just been waiting for him to go through that the whole time so that way they can finally move on to the next part
I keep ascending.
together. Fucking Willy Wonka.
The boat keeps rowing.
Oh, that seems fucking crazy.
That's what it
Is the Grizzly Reaper mowing?
And then, like
Yes.
that was just as much of a test as the fucking
That's just the trip. That's the fucking jitters
yeah
on your way up.
Well, that's the thing. Like
That's anxiety.
like he used normal things like letting and greediness, but like that was just the fear thing. Every single one of them was just brave enough to keep going after them. Even the fucking little car that takes you.
Hmm.
That's all. It's just about pride. How much are you willing to get spat on?
Yeah.
And all of them were prideful enough to just keep going,
True.
or whoever was left at that point. Wow. You never really think about these things when you're just watching a fun little movie about chocolate factories, huh?
Yeah. Take drugs.
Take
Do
drugs.
drugs.
Do drugs. All the drugs.
Um, supposedly.
So
So they say.
when you're adult.
Yeah.
I didn't, but
Allegedly.
yeah.
Metaphorically. Not literally. Sometimes literally.
Kinda.
But yeah, no. So that's the truth behind Willy Wonka.
Tough. Okay. That was at least 30 minutes of good movie talk right
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Shit.
That was a whole breakdown.
I feel like I watched that motherfucker.
Hmm.
How long is that goddamn movie?
An hour and 40, hour 30.
It seems like way more longer
The like the what you said was basically the whole movie. The way
Right.
you when your summary of it, that was basically the whole movie. Like you got it. Yeah, that was the whole movie.
The whole movie was just playing it fast forward in my head as I was explaining everything.
But yeah, no, that shit was tripping me out last night, bro. I was sitting there like, I'm there again.
The devil. That's God.
That's God. It's the whole, cause it's like what happens next? Well, I mean, you live, you broke through. Now it's the whole evil Morty breaking through fucking all the bullshit, doing his own thing. But hell yeah, I thought that shit was lit as fuck. Goddamn. Last podcast we talked about BMO. We honestly forgot the most important part about that story.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's the fact that he got caught up, right? But he was BMO. So like when you would text him, like he had like keywords like lingo and shit like that. And then it was that day he got caught, he
Oh
fucking just
shit.
messaged everybody and it like does not sound like him. It was like on some fucking Fed shit like,
Hey bro,
"Hey
you need
bro,
something?
you need something?" You ain't never said that. He always says something cool or something. Or be like, you know. That's crazy.
Wild.
That shit had yeah. That's the craziest part of the BMO story, and I forgot to fucking mention it last time. Have you ever seen how sourdough looks? Like how sourdough starter looks, like when it fucking rises and then they fucking let it go and then it starts
Yeah,
spinning
yeah.
and it looks all fucking weird and trippy.
Yeah, it's like the Venom symbiote.
Yeah, that shit looked like fucking mushrooms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That shit looked like the trip landscape, bro.
Okay.
Like sourdough, I've been there. I've been in that.
We've been there.
It's I've been that. It's not as fun as you would think.
No, I know. I know. I can assume how much fun it is and it's not.
But that's always fun.
Is that just what you wanted to say?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I just
yeah.
wanted to ask you about the sourdough
Sick,
because
fucking
it
sourdough.
fucking looks weird, man.
No. So, getting high with first timers in general is cool. I I just
You always gotta watch out.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna get to. That my biggest thing is when people think we smoke on the same level, then we fucking do what we do to them, and then it's obvious they've never even come close to what we've done.
Well, my thing is, most people already like as soon as you pull out the dabs, they're like, oh.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like with like the first timers, like I really don't think I've smoked with too many people for like their first time really. The only one I really remember right now off the top of my head was that one girl that was the friend of.
But back then, we were just smoking blunts then. Like even like what I'm talking about now. Like poor Lexi. We came into her life at a time where she thought she could just be high all the time, you know what I mean? And she was just smoking blunts and shit.
Hmm.
But when we introduced dab to her, she didn't realize what she was doing. And so, almost 3 years into the relationship, she's dabbing almost as much as I am, and she realizes to herself, dabs are way too much.
Hmm.
I can't keep doing this. So she straight up does not dab out anymore. Like she'll have a hit sometimes if we're like at my cousin's or if like right now if she doesn't have anything, she's like, hey, can I have a like a little drag of something real quick?
Hmm.
And I'll let her hit it, but she doesn't like taking dabs anymore because she doesn't like how high she fucking gets like right in that second.
Hmm.
And so she said that a few times within the last like year, and like that's why she doesn't to people. Like when she's telling him, "Oh, he does, I don't," and I forget. I was like, "Oh yeah, like I really have to be careful and do and ask a lot of questions before I just start handing out shit, especially with first timers that are like, "Oh, this is my first dab. You don't ever want to fucking super glop up first time like that.
No,
That's just rude
I
and
got super globbed up. Fuck him.
but no,
That's a rite of
but
passage.
that's the thing. That's the thing. You were meant to be
Right,
that
yeah,
guy.
that's also
Some
true.
people are not meant
Meant
to
to,
be this.
you're not that guy. You're
You're not
not
that
that
guy,
guy.
pal. You
You're
know,
not that guy, pal. That's the most accurate way to describe it, honestly.
getting people high for the first time is cool. Being a fucking dick about it and throwing them into the fucking gutter, dick move.
Dick move.
Dick. They have no idea what the fuck they're walking into. Don't make it a surprise, you know? Now, if they come in talking the most shit, oh, you know, they
At
at
that point,
that
you
point,
glob them the fuck up and
and
you
then
show them.
yeah, you show them you either humble them or show them what they've been missing this whole time. Like that poor dude that her sister brought over that one time.
Oh man, that's so I'm
That
so
because
upset because like
he was real like, oh yeah, I smoke, let's smoke,
I'm so upset I
and
wasn't there
everywhere,
for that.
and by like it was just so funny how high he kept feeling himself getting there because I was high and like I was set, you know, I find my high point and I'm high. You could tell he was just slowly climbing that ladder, right?
Hmm.
And he was just freaking himself out, and he was just like, "Yeah,
Well,
I
because he
gotta
was
go."
like, I'm ripping open or something. Like, what was he doing? He was like tripping, bro.
No, he was just like,
He
yeah,
wanted to call his mom or something, right?
like I think in the car later is what I was told. But no, like he was just ready to get out of the house. He needed fresh air, he needed water, he needed food. Like I get it. Like he's gonna be high for the like the next like hour and a half just on the same fucking ladder that he's on right now, where he
Hmm.
just constantly feels the up and up. Like you just need something to distract you to fuck it when you're that high.
Give that homie some water.
Yeah, give the homie some water. Take him to fucking the drive-through. Just you gotta know his order beforehand. That's how you take care
You
of
got to
him.
get them distracted because the more that they focus on
Themselves,
themselves,
yeah. The
they're
more
just
that they're
gonna
gonna
trip
freak
out.
out,
Yeah.
and you only freak yourself. Like the weed doesn't get fucking give you anxiety. you give yourself
Yourself.
anxiety from how guilty you are feeling like that.
The weed can amplify it,
Yeah, of course. Like,
but
it can make you jittery, but it doesn't make you anxiety riddled.
just like it doesn't make you gay,
Exactly.
just like it doesn't make you have jungle fever.
Yup.
Well, I don't know about that one. I do
Just like
listen.
how it doesn't make you lazy.
I listen to rap music a little bit more when I'm high.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Cause like the first time I got high, I was with like my family, or like the first time I got really high, I was with my family, and like I was in a safe environment. Like they were there, they were fucking with me, but I was there safe, and like they were there to take care of me. Like I wasn't around people I didn't know in like a fucking fucked up situation, tripping out.
I just remember thinking to myself, like, yo, I feel every single second.
Yeah.
For my first time,
Who were like when was the first time
I'm
you
trying
got
to
high?
remember, bro, because, like, that's really up in the air because I'm trying to figure out when I started.
Yeah. Cause like the first time I smoked was around seventh or eighth grade, and I really didn't get that high. But then like I turned 15, and then my family was like, "Oh yeah, we're Mexican. 15's the age." Fucking, and then they let me get high. It was new. It was literally on New Year's. It was on New Year's, and I wasn't even 15 yet. But it was an early birthday present.
No, okay, so the first time I got high, I was a freshman and I was skipping class, and I won't say names, but the sophomores, the dude group that I was cool with,
Hmm.
they were like,
The
oh,
grade above you.
yeah, they're great above us. They were like, oh, Timmy, we're gonna go fucking smoke this shit. You wanna fucking come with us? I was like,
I know exactly who you're
yeah,
impersonating.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He knows I love that motherfucker to the day. But yeah, I think it was him. And I've already, because I knew people smoked. I knew what weed was. And then in eighth grade, Miranda was smoking quite a bit. And I was like, oh, okay. But I never had the opportunity. So freshman year, I'm like, ah, fuck it. Like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with a cool
Cool.
crowd. Like, this is just what high schoolers do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I went back to class. I don't remember if I smelled or not. But I just remember sitting there, like, through three different classes, like, I feel everything.
Your first time high, you were in school.
Yeah, it had been.
I know exactly that dry mouth, man. 'Cause you were probably smoking on that good old sour diesel.
Yeah, probably. More than likely. Either
Either
that or
sour
it was
diesel
just
or
some
Reg.
Reggie. Yeah,
Yes.
it was just a good old Reggie.
You either had sour diesel or you had Reggie. That's it.
But yeah, I was just sitting there like that. I was like vibrating. It slowly progressed to like once every other like couple of months, and then it became this thing where I didn't really hang out with them like that because we were just in different courses and stuff. But it really took off that winter after we were hanging out with that other guy,
Mm.
and I was trying to get some off of him, and he was like, "Nah, I don't have any." When he did have some in his fucking little stash thing, I won't say it because he'll know, but he knows, fucking asshole. And yeah, and then that's when we hit up the first time
The first time we
that
smoked.
we smoked,
Cause
and we
okay,
were
then when we were with yeah, okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember that day?
yeah, that's what you were just talking about.
That's what I was just talking
Okay,
about.
yeah,
That.
yeah, yeah.
So that day
Cause hold on,
happens.
cause there was two times. Cause there was a time where we were driving around and you were in the back seat, and then there was a time when we were just chilling in the on the floor in
No,
the
I've
room.
never been in the car with that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
swear I remember you in the back seat, bro.
no. I drove up to y'all in the Yukon. Yeah, I drove up to y'all in the Yukon. We took a walk, and then nothing happened, or we didn't get, or I didn't, or he didn't bring out nothing. Then we got back to the house. He was like, "Yeah, I quit smoking," and then took out his stash,
Yeah.
and I was like that. But yeah,
Goddamn.
so the next time I knew we couldn't trust him. So I was like, oh fuck it, I gotta find my own shit.
You
But
gotta find your own shit.
the only other person that I knew at that time was the girl we got it from.
See, and that's because he was getting it from me, from my uncle. And
Oh
so I could
hell,
have
so
just
why
got it
the
from
fuck were we bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you just say, hey, if you're looking for something, my uncle's got it. I didn't know that. God damn it, Sandwich.
I didn't want them to know I was smoking at the time. They didn't know I was smoking at the
So
time.
this is for I'm just gonna go hang out with them. I'm not gonna
I'm not
smoke.
gonna smoke. I don't know how much they believe
You're
that.
fucking joking me right now, bro. You're jerking me off, joking me right now.
I'm not.
I have the gall to hit you at this moment, brother, because we struggled so hard for that first gram.
I mean, the thing is,
Hold on, hold on, because you're adding such a big layer to this part of our history right now that I had no idea. I I had no true idea that your uncle was selling at that time that we could have fucking just got from him,
no, he wasn't selling, but
but we could get it
get
from
from, yeah,
him
yeah,
through
yeah.
him
Hmm.
because we got it through her. We didn't get it from her. We got it through her.
It was like her dad.
No, it was like her plug. Either way, it
Either
doesn't
way.
matter. That doesn't matter. The point is, we paid
No,
over for
see,
that
I
shit,
think that she got it from her plug and then charged us fucking up. That's why
so
we
that
paid
way
fucking 25 fucking dollars our first
I didn't
gram.
want to say that out loud for
No,
the fucking camera.
that's the
Right?
fucking truth. It's goddamn it. That's what we're gonna have to say.
That's what we're gonna have to do in our hosting.
We're so stoners, but yeah, our first gram we paid $25
$25.
for. Even though I could get it from my uncle, but it wouldn't have been overnight. Like it's not one of those things where we could have got it from him that night. Like
Well, but that's the thing. We struggled for like 3 hours
we would like that's the thing
getting
though.
it.
Like we wouldn't have gotten it that night.
Oh,
That's because I don't even know what was happening at that point. Like he could have been working and out doing shit and
mhm.
fucking who knows. But fucking yeah, it wasn't as feasible as just finding our own plug at the time.
Which we ended up doing.
Hmm.
So, but either way, it just seems like we went through it
But
all for nothing.
well,
Now.
yeah, oh, yeah. But for a while, I didn't want them to know I was smoking.
They got you high. Why does it matter? I didn't want my people knowing I was smoking. That's because they were fucking strict. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh my god.
That's because
Do you remember smoking with me for the first time?
yeah, I would fucking pretend I would not smoke, and I would just be all like, oh yeah, like my uncle's room just smells like this because he smokes in here all the time. Fresh ass fucking dank up in there.
He, him sitting there thinking, man, this kid smells like good shit. I know it's not mine. Oh, thanks, D. Fucking A. Do you remember that first night smoking with me?
Yeah,
What
in the
happened that night in
Yukon,
the
and we,
Yukon
we
at
fucking
Awesome?
we were struggling hard to break open that damn fucking Swisher. Because we broke the first one, right?
Yes,
And then we were like
yes,
doing some Mission Impossible shit on the
dude.
second one, trying
Because
not.
said his name because he was being a fucking bitch, and he was like, I could break it for y'all, but I'm not going to.
He was there that day
Yes.
in the Yukon.
Yes.
He was in the back seat.
He just wasn't smoking. I
I'm
don't know if
sick
he
as
had a.
fuck. I don't
know.
remember him being in the back
He
seat.
was in the back seat and he wasn't smoking, but he was sitting there just on his phone. I don't know if y'all were hanging out or if he just wanted to come along for the ride. But
We were probably already hanging out, maybe.
yeah, but he didn't smoke. Like it was just me and you. I think he had the lighter. But yeah, he fucking was like, you were like, hey, can you split this for us? He was like, nah. I just remember thinking, oh, why not? And then you tried, it didn't work. And then we had found a knife, razor. We found something and we got it open.
See, I remember it. Yeah, yeah. It was being a struggle.
I remember.
I swear we tore it open and it was all fucking.
Either way, we ended up sealing it skinny enough to fucking smoke.
We had to grind that shit up with our hands.
Yeah, we did. I just remember getting out the car to fucking yak because I was breathing out hard as fuck.
Yeah, because that nicotine. We were smoking on mostly fucking skin,
Tobacco, yeah,
probably.
yeah, probably with our gram of a blunt.
Gram of
Well,
blunt that we didn't even weigh, so who knows if it was actually a gram type shit.
I remember it being a solid
I
nut.
remember being a solid nug.
Okay, but now you got me second guessing myself, thinking it was a little piece of shit we didn't have shit to smoke on.
Pay $25
Yeah,
for a little fucking stem.
yeah, you just keep you're just making this memory for me worse for some reason. Oh my god,
That's funny.
it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, so we can agree on that time, but for some reason we can't agree
On the stepping on the
on the
thing.
stepping. Yeah, on stepping on. The
I swear to
fucking
God, I stepped on that shit.
No, I did, bro.
I love how this is gonna be a whole thing. Like
we were in your car, you were driving,
and
it was on. No, it was out on the passenger side.
It was
bro.
on the. How could it be on the passenger side if I?
It was your car. I was riding passenger.
That's what I'm saying. How could it be on the passenger side if I stepped on it?
No, I stepped on the fucking bag. No, because I remember getting back in the car and telling y'all get back in the car, and Ganja was like, I just got out. Like, you know, bro, come on.
Because we drove away and we went to another gas station.
No, we didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes, because we got back in the car. I thought, holy shit. And you were like, well, hold on. Just throw it down. Let's go get our stuff, and then we'll drive the fuck off in case they come looking back for it. So I put it down under the seat. We went inside, fucking bought our shit, got back in the car, drove away. I remember looking, I go, it's a good shit. Yeah. And Ganja was like, I don't know if we should smoke that. And you were like, yes, he's kind of iffy. And I was like, nah, bro, we got to try. We got to try. Like, I'm not going to find a fucking half.
See, I had my, hold on, first of all, we'll get to that. I had my doubts that fucking, hold on, no, I'm not going to ignore it. I feel like every time we have this argument, that bag gets bigger in your memory.
Okay, here's what I remember. Okay, because we didn't weigh it. We didn't weigh it. There's no true knowing how much was in that sack.
But it was a sizable sack.
I just remember
it was a good sack.
I just remember holding it in my hand and it being a big enough sack for I can do this, and like nothing fell out. You know what I mean? Because I remember it wasn't even in a Ziploc bag.
No, it was in a
sandwich bag.
It wasn't even a sandwich. No,
Yeah,
it was in a fucking Walmart bag, all fucking tied up and shit.
Okay, because I remember it being like kind of long.
Kind of, yeah.
On the fucking paper.
It's a trash bag.
Okay, at least it was a quarter.
It was a good amount. We could probably agree on a quarter, but a half is crazy.
But a half is not much more than a quarter, bro. It's 2 quarters. Like,
I'm just saying, I feel like last time we talked, you said it was a quarter, and then
you were arguing
or maybe, I don't know, but I just think that's funny. Every time you talk about it, it gets bigger.
Nah.
No, but okay.
It was more than a gram.
That shit's funny though. Yeah, no, it was more.
I just remember thinking,
it was an eighth or bigger.
I was just like, oh my god, like that's a lot.
5 or 7 grams, which
like
a quarter.
A quarter. Oh, I just remember going, that's a lot. Like we cannot just throw this away.
It lasted a couple nights.
No, I'd say it lasted like a night and then the day.
Were we already doing minis at that time?
Yes. I think that's what we were going
Bro, that 7-Eleven was the GOAT. That 7-Eleven was the GOAT. They had my fucking Faygo. Oh, I found Faygo, bro.
I saw it and I was like, I swear to God, I see that shit.
I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it at no fucking Stripes, at no fucking Circle K's. I don't see it at no nothing, bro. Shit, even back then, that 7-Eleven was the only one that I really saw it at. But that was honestly the only 7-Eleven we went to, unless we went to a complete different gas station. But that's a good story. That's gonna be a whole thing when we go up and do our double thing. Like we're literally gonna do it. I stepped on it, and it's so funny because it's not even like gonna have to force it. It's literally gonna be an organic fucking back and forth argument. Because it'd be easy just to admit that, like, okay, yeah, you stepped up, but I think it'd just be so much funnier.
And you just
Just
keep
go back
hanging
and
on
forth,
to it.
go back and forth.
No, because I remember that shit so specifically. Like I stepped on it. I know for a fact, and I'll hold that shit till the day I die. I'm the one who stepped on it. It will be written on my fucking.
Stepped on that
I
nug.
stepped on that shit. I'm the one who found it. Let's be real.
That's funny as fuck.
It'll be on my urn. It says Tommy found the sack.
Damn, bro. That's something that people need to start doing again. The stash and dashes. Like, even if it's just a
Man,
even if it's just a, well, the problem if it's a company is that they're liable if someone
has it under?
unresponsive.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But fucking, yeah, never mind. That just ruined the whole fucking bit. But it would. They need to bring that back. Fuck them. I don't care. If they find it, they were destined to find it.
Real shit.
At that point,
I don't know. I did we? I was gonna say, did we ever participate in the stash and dash? But yeah, technically
that's
we
how
did.
we. That's how we
We won
found
the
the
beaker,
fucking the first one, the first beaker.
the perfect green one.
Yeah, the green one. We have another beaker now. Shout out Tsunami. Shout out
Shout out the
Tsunami.
spot.
I still have. Yeah. Shout out to Spot,
Love you, John.
John and Kevin.
Those are the good old
Where'd
days.
you get the second one from?
I ended up buying it just because I wanted the beaker.
Yeah, like just from another smoke
No,
shop.
the spot.
Oh yeah.
Right as soon as that green one broke, I was
Went
like,
back and got another one.
yeah, and they were like, oh, well, I don't remember what they said, but I was like, yeah, I need another one. Like, it was so perfect. And even now, I'm so upset that the down stem is broken and my bowl is gone.
Downstairs are like $10.
I know, but it's not the original one. It's not the one that I came with. And I'm
That's
just sad about
that's.
it.
I guess that's fair.
Also, I don't smoke bud like that, so I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mr. Puffco.
yeah, yeah. The only reason this one is out is because when my shit was broken, I was smoking out of this with the fucking nectar collector when I was home. I'll join you in a fucking blinker real quick.
I don't remember what we are talking about, but I feel like we can go ahead and end it there.
Blinkers. The
Goose
point
was the
is
one who
that we were,
started it.
yeah, Goose started it amongst us, and we were doing it long before it was a channel on TikTok. So, if you ever question us, we got proof that we're OG as fuck
We were doing that shit before it was cool.
before it was
We were doing
legal.
that shit because we were fiends.
What does he say? Bitch, why you sipping? You
He's
sipping because it's trendy? Bitch, I'm sipping because I got these fucking demons in me.
Rip Sips Dogs, bro.
Yeah, no, dude. Six dogs. Where
Rip
you
Six
at?
Dogs. He's literally Rip Six Dogs.
Is he like dead?
Yeah, he fucking committed. He committed. Rip Six Dogs.
Wait, who am I thinking of that's still alive then?
I don't know. I would say we've had
Winter
this.
time. I'm thinking of
Yeah, I
winter
was like
time.
we've had the same conversation, but
Okay.
no. Shout out Wintertime.
Shout out winter time wherever you're at. Fuck yeah. Blow up and then just fucking disappear like nothing happened. Fuck yeah.
Collective bag and disappear.
Yeah, yeah. Love that guy. But okay, Rip Sis Dogs.
Rip Six Dogs.
Rip Sis Dogs. Now I remember.
Low key, BMO looked like Six Dogs,
Sick.
and I never saw them in the same room together.
Hey, so he might have been Six Dogs and selling us on the side, bro. Who knows?
Who knows? But
Ooh, shit. All right.
all right,
Y'all have a good one. Thanks for session.
that's been Bong Noises.